our family, my wife, son, and I, set out on a pilgrimage from Porto to Santiago de Compostela, which is often described not only as a physical journey, but also as a profound spiritual and inner experience.
Every year, thousands of people set out on this legendary route leading to the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela, where the Apostle St. James is believed to be buried. This route has become a true metaphor, symbolizing the overcoming of personal challenges, self-discovery, and renewal. When traveling this route, pilgrims experience a unique sense of community. Although each step is taken individually, all hikers share the same atmosphere created by the beautiful nature, small villages, historical sites, fellowship, and a common goal.
The city of Porto is the last major stop before starting the journey. Here you can check the contents of your backpack, make sure you have everything you need, and buy any missing items.
Shoes, clothes, a first aid kit, drinks, everything important must be with you. In addition, here you can purchase a pilgrim's passport, which will be needed throughout the journey.
Porto is an incredibly beautiful city with a wonderful history and architecture.
Before embarking on a long hike, it is worth taking a stroll through its narrow streets, seeing the famous Dom Luis I Bridge, visiting the São Bento railway station, famous for its beautiful azulejo tile paintings, or enjoying the banks of the Douro River. This will allow you to feel the spirit of Portugal and immerse yourself in the atmosphere of adventure.
Traveling by plane and hitting the road immediately can be difficult.
By allowing yourself a day or two to rest, you will give your body time to adjust to the environment, recover from the flight, and prepare for the challenges ahead. This can help prevent injuries and fatigue at the beginning of your trip, making the entire journey more enjoyable and safer.
Traveling this route with your family, especially with the teenager, is an even more special experience. After all, it is a great opportunity not only to see beautiful places and feel the spirit of the journey, but also to spend quality time together. Being constantly on the road allows you to strengthen your bond, learn to cooperate, overcome challenges, and share joys.
The route from Porto to Santiago de Compostela is one of the most popular because it is not too long, allowing you to feel the spirit of the journey in a shorter period of time. A family trip becomes an unforgettable adventure that will undoubtedly leave a deep mark on the lives of all participants.
Porto, Portugal's second largest city, is famous as the world capital of wine. The city is divided by the Douro River, with the historic Ribeira district, with its colorful houses and narrow streets on one side, and Vila Nova de Gaia, famous for its port wine cellars, on the other. When visiting Porto of wine culture,
Wine tasting in the cellars of Vila Nova de Gaia is not only an opportunity to enjoy excellent wine, but also to learn about the history of the city. Many of these cellars belong to families who have been perfecting the winemaking process for generations. After the tasting, you can take a walk along the riverbank, enjoy the views of the Ribeira district, And for those who want a more immersive experience, take a boat trip on the Douro River. While sailing, you can see not only the city's panoramas, but also the famous 6 bridges, one after the other. It's a great way to feel the rhythm of the city, relax, and get ready for the challenges ahead.
So, the first day of the hike dawned, with the cathedral, the starting point, 2.5 kilometers away from our accommodation. We got up early to cover as much ground as possible before the sun started beating down in full force.
The weather was promising to be excellent, with a temperature of plus 23 degrees Celsius. We left Porto using only the navigation on our phones, as there weren't many signposts. Even without navigation, you could find your way to the river and walk along the shore. There are many cafes along the way where you can eat. However, if you plan to cook your own dinner, you will need to buy food in advance, as there are only a few small shops with a limited selection of food products at the accommodation. Our first night is at the Casa Velha Hotel.
At first, the road goes through the suburbs of Porto until you get to the seaside part of Matosinhos. Here, travelers can pick between 2 main routes, the most popular coastal one, Caminho da Costa, or the central one, Caminho Português da Costa.
We went for the coastal route. Traveling along the coast, you can enjoy views of the Atlantic Ocean, and the road often winds through charming fishing villages and beautiful beaches. This section is a great opportunity to adjust to the pace of the hike, feel connected to nature, and prepare for further adventures.
After a long but inspiring day, peace and relaxation await you at the Casa Velha Hotel. Located in picturesque surroundings, this hotel offers not only comfortable accommodation, but also authentic Portuguese hospitality.
It is a great place to recharge your batteries and share your impressions of the day with other pilgrims. The cozy atmosphere, delicious food, and tranquility allow you not only to rest, but also to prepare for the second day of the journey. It is a great place to recover after a long day and spend a quiet evening.
The second day of the trip dawned. We had 20 kilometers ahead of us. We spent the night in the town of Povoa de Varzim at the Sardines and Friends Hostel 06.
The second day of the trip began with a refreshing morning, and the road led through local villages and fields, allowing us to immerse ourselves in authentic Portuguese rural life. This stage is characterized by tranquility and natural beauty. Passing by small farms and vineyards, we saw locals working in the fields and felt the authentic spirit of this region. The road led past small churches, fountains, and old stone bridges that reflect the long history of this region. It is a great opportunity to enjoy the silence, observe the surroundings, and simply be part of the moment. Although it can be a windy stretch, the sound of the ocean and the fresh air make up for any inconvenience. Along the way, you can stop at small cafes, enjoy seafood, and take a break. For travelers, this is a great opportunity to feel like real Camino pilgrims, traveling from point A to point B, enjoying every step and breathing in the ocean air.
At the end of the hike, you will reach Povoa de Varzim, a lively coastal town famous for its beaches and modern atmosphere. The city offers a perfect contrast to the peaceful countryside. It is full of restaurants and shops, and in summer, the city's beaches come alive with holidaymakers.
Our accommodation, Sardines and Friends Hostel, is conveniently located, allowing easy access to both the beach and the city center. It's a great place to recharge your batteries before the third day of the hike, enjoy the local cuisine, and share your impressions of the day with other travelers.
Going out for an evening stroll around the city, we stumble upon a local festival. We are greeted by a group of children with drums trying to get into a steady rhythm. The third day of the hike begins in the town of Povo de Varzim, from where the route continues along the coast, with the sound of the Atlantic Ocean accompanying most of the way. We covered 22 kilometers during the day. The weather was good, sunny, with a few clouds in the sky.
This stage is particularly beautiful due to the open views of the ocean, sandy beaches, and dunes. The road passes through local fishing villages such as Apuya and Fao, which are famous for their traditional houses decorated with bright colors. On this stretch, you can see many local fishermen who seem to live at their own pace, oblivious to the hustle and bustle around them. This is a great opportunity to experience the real life of the Portuguese coast and recharge your batteries from the ocean.
When collecting stamps for your pilgrim passport, it is a pleasant surprise to find an uninhabited, abandoned house with a stamp and a donation box for money if you want to purchase some pilgrim attributes.
When you reach Esposende, you will experience mixed feelings: fatigue after a long day and joy at having reached a new stage. Esposende is a charming town located on the banks of the Cavado River. The town offers excellent restaurants where you can taste fresh seafood and cozy cafes where you can have a cup of coffee and relax.
It is a great place to recharge your batteries, share your impressions of the day with other travelers, and prepare for the fourth day of your trip. This town is an excellent choice for an overnight stay, as it offers both tranquility and all the necessary infrastructure for a comfortable rest. When traveling towards Esposende, the main challenge is crossing the river. Although the river is wide, its mouth is easily crossed by a specially designed bridge that allows you to safely reach the other side. From the bridge, you can already see wonderful views of the river, the surrounding dunes, and the towns in the distance. Once you cross the bridge, it is only a few steps to the town of Esposende. This small but cozy town will welcome you with open arms and is perfect for an overnight stay.
Seeing such a signpost first makes you smile, but at the same time gives you more strength to follow this path.
Day 4, Espesende to Viana do Castelo, 28 kilometers. This day's stage is one of the most beautiful and most appreciated by pilgrims. Leaving Espesende, travelers immediately feel the beauty of nature as they travel through forests leading to the Neva River. This section is peaceful and relaxing.
The road winds through springs, small hills, and green fields. It is a great opportunity to feel detached from civilization and immerse yourself in adventure. The silence, bird song, and cool forest air help you recover from the previous days.
As you approach Viana do Castelo, the landscape gradually changes and the road leads towards the ocean. Pilgrims walk through fishing villages and can see how life revolves around the sea. This city has a rich maritime history, so it is worth stopping to admire the unique architecture, visit the Maritime Museum, or simply stroll around the port.
The most impressive part of the day is entering the city of Viana do Castelo, which is adorned with impressive bridges and ancient architecture. It is a great place to stop, share your impressions with other pilgrims, and relax after a long day.
The highlight of the day is the opportunity to cross the river mouth. This is a unique experience as the route crosses the river. It adds even more adventure and originality to the Camino de Santiago hike. Although it may sound strange, this part of the route is completely safe.
When the water level is low, the river is easy to cross, and when the level is high, there is a small bridge. The amazing views and fresh air flowing over the river and its mouth will leave you with unforgettable impressions and motivate you for the rest of the journey.
Well, when GPS navigation fails, sometimes you have to walk along such a path. Viana do Castelo is one of the larger cities, so you will find everything a traveler might need, from cafes to restaurants. The city is famous for its stunning medieval architecture, and the magnificent Santa Luzia Church, located on top of a hill, is visible from afar.
The fifth day of the hike, 27 kilometers ahead. The morning is cloudy. The sun is hidden behind the clouds, which is a real relief after yesterday's heat.
This day is one of the quieter days of the trip, but it is marked by exceptional natural beauty. Leaving the city of Viana do Castelo, the route leads through local villages and fields. Most of today's trail runs through wooded areas, which provide pleasant coolness. The trail crosses small bridges and streams, allowing you to enjoy the peace and sounds of nature, which will help you relax and immerse yourself in the atmosphere of adventure. This section is a great opportunity to take a leisurely stroll, admire the landscape, and simply spend time with yourself or your fellow travelers.
Well, and the first procedures. Our son started to have pain in his leg.
We had to apply a cooling ointment, but it was temporary pain, and after a few procedures, everything was resolved and did not reoccur during the entire trip.
It is symbolic that on June 24, we had to walk through a large field of ferns. According to legend, the fern flower blooms only once a year, on the magical night of midsummer, June 24.
Whoever finds it gains extraordinary powers and knowledge. The fern flower opens the door to another hidden world. According to legend, the person who finds it understands the language of animals, can see hidden treasures, and uncovers secrets that remain inaccessible to ordinary people.
Against the backdrop of the open Atlantic coast, between the cool sand and the sound of the ocean waves, stood a swing telling its story. A woman sat on it. Each movement of the swing was like a conversation with the sea, open, full of love and trust. It was a moment of peace and happiness, where only time, wind, and the sea existed.
Upon reaching Caminha,
pilgrims feel they have reached one of the most important stages of their journey, the end of their journey in Portugal. This town is located on the banks of the Minho River, which separates Portugal from Spain. The town charms visitors with its medieval architecture, narrow streets, and cozy cafes.
The sixth day of the trip has dawned. We have 24 kilometers ahead of us. Early in the morning, we set off in a motorboat to Spain, to the region of Galicia. The captain of the boat is a true Portuguese. He keeps the boat and the elements firmly in his hands.
We are among the first passengers as we were already at the boat before 7 a.m. After crossing into Spain, there are two routes, one over the mountain and the other around the mountain, but the latter is 3 kilometers longer. We chose the first option.
On the Spanish side, near the mouth of the river, another section of the trail begins. At first, the trail leads through wooded areas that offer stunning views of the Atlantic Ocean.
Then the road leads through local villages and fields, where you can see locals going about their daily activities. This day is characterized by tranquility, so you can enjoy the sounds of nature and silence. This part of the trip is a great opportunity to experience the true spirit of northern Spain.
We arrive at a cafe on the Atlantic coast with a magnificent view of the ocean. This is a great opportunity to recharge your batteries and enjoy the stunning coastal panorama.
Here you can pause for a moment, breathe in the salty sea air, and drink a cup of refreshing coffee. Gazing into the distance, you can feel the calmness of the ocean. Forget your everyday worries and simply enjoy the moment. This is a great way to recharge your batteries before the upcoming stages of the hike.
Leaving stones on the Camino has a profound meaning. First of all, it is a symbolic farewell to the past, to past worries, troubles, or difficulties.
By placing a stone, pilgrims seem to leave their burdens behind and travel more freely from then on. Others leave a stone to express gratitude for a favorable journey, new experiences, or simply for feeling happy.
The seventh day of the pilgrimage. The route is 22 kilometers long. This day is special because travelers leave the coastal route and turn into the mountains. At first, the road leads through wooded areas that offer stunning views of the Atlantic Ocean. However, the trail gradually begins to climb into the mountains. The journey through the mountains is more difficult, but also inspiring. Here you can see natural, untouched places and feel the peace that the highlands offer. The road winds through small mountain villages where you can stop to rest and enjoy the views.
Although today's hike is physically more difficult, it is a great opportunity for pilgrims to feel closer to nature. This part of the journey is particularly peaceful. Travelers walk through forests, past mountain streams, and can enjoy views of the sea from above. It is a great place to reflect and feel closer to oneself.
The destination of the 6 days journey, Abu Zaveya, is a cozy village located on the coast. Here, you will find comfortable accommodation and be able to rest.
Abu Zaveya is famous for its tranquility and stunning ocean views, making it the perfect place to recharge your batteries after a long day of hiking. In the evening, you can take a walk along the beach, enjoy the sunset, and simply relax before the 7th day of your trip.
When we arrived in Abu Zaveya, our accommodation was only 100 meters from a beautiful beach. How could we not take advantage of this opportunity to swim in the Atlantic Ocean?
After a long and difficult day of crossing mountains and then quickly descending to the ocean, there is nothing better than refreshing your body and soul in the cool water. It's a great opportunity to rest, enjoy the tranquility of nature, feel the freshness of the water, and simply relax after a strenuous hike. It's a wonderful reward after a long journey that you definitely shouldn't miss.
The 8th day of the journey has dawned. It is 16 kilometers to the city of Vigo. This day marks an important stage of the journey as travelers leave the tranquility of the countryside and approach a large city.
At first, the trail leads through beautiful coastal areas, but as they continue, the landscape changes, and the pilgrims begin to pass through smaller towns and larger settlements. This part of the journey is less peaceful, but it offers the opportunity to experience the hustle and bustle of the Spanish region and see how the locals live. It is a great opportunity to feel part of everyday life in Spain.
Halfway through today's journey, you will once again see beautiful beaches with developed infrastructure on your left. Not only are the views stunning, but it is also a great opportunity to stop, rest, and take advantage of the amenities on offer.
You can refresh your tired feet in the cool water, enjoy the sun, or simply have a bite to eat at one of the many coastal cafes. This place is a great reminder that the Pilgrim's Path can also be an oasis of calm, allowing you to enjoy every moment.
Vigo is a large, modern city, so upon arrival, you may experience mixed feelings. On the one hand, pilgrims are delighted to have reached an important milestone and feel closer to their goal. On the other hand, the hustle and bustle of the big city can be a stark contrast to the quiet countryside. However, Vigo offers excellent conditions for relaxation. There are many restaurants, cafes, and shops here. The city is famous for its port and seafood, so be sure to try some fresh seafood. After a long and tiring day, Vigo is a great place to recharge your batteries. The 9th day of the pilgrimage is also expected to be 16 kilometers long. We are lucky. So far, we have been accompanied by sunshine and pleasant warmth every day.
Leaving the city, the trail winds through small villages where you can see traditional architecture, small churches, and cozy cafes where pilgrims can take a break. This day is quieter, but it gives us the opportunity to experience the true charm of this region.
The road leads through forests and fields, and along the way, we can see locals going about their daily activities.
Upon reaching the town of Redondela, pilgrims feel they have reached an important milestone. Redondela is a charming place where two popular Camino de Santiago routes converge, the coastal route we traveled and the central Portuguese route, Camino Portugués Central.
Day 10 of the journey. The distance is 21 kilometers. This day's section of the route is one of the most beautiful, as it takes pilgrims from the sea to the interior of the country.
Leaving Redondela, travelers walk through wooded areas that provide pleasant shade. The trail passes over ancient stone bridges, small villages, and vineyards, allowing you to feel closer to nature and the local culture. This part of the journey is quieter, so you can enjoy the silence and the sounds of nature, which will help you relax.
A few kilometers past Redondela, pilgrims reach the town of Arcade, famous as the capital of shellfish. Here you can sample fresh seafood.
It is a great place to stop and rest, enjoy the local cuisine, and chat with other pilgrims. A break in Arcade will give you new strength and prepare you for the rest of the day.
As we approached our lodgings, we met a man who gave us the opportunity to get a stamp and purchase pilgrim attributes for a symbolic fee.
It's a hot day, so take an umbrella with you.
The 11th day of the pilgrimage. The route is 22 kilometers long. This day is a great opportunity to take a break from the hustle and bustle of the big city. Leaving the city of Pontevedra, travelers immerse themselves in the peaceful countryside. Most of the route leads through forests, which provide pleasant shade and allow you to enjoy the sounds of nature. Along this stretch, you will find traditional Galician villages, and the trail winds through fields and hills. This is a peaceful, relaxing part of the journey, where you can feel the true spirit of Galicia.
This day is characterized by tranquility and natural beauty. Travelers walk through forests, and along the way, they can observe locals engaged in their daily activities. The path leads over small stone bridges and fountains. This place is a perfect reminder that the pilgrim's path can also be an oasis of tranquility, allowing you to enjoy every moment. After a tiring hike, it is a great opportunity to relax and recharge your batteries from nature.
Today's destination, Caldas de Reis, is a small but unique town famous for its hot springs. Translated from Spanish, the town's name means the Springs of Kings. It is a great place to refresh tired legs and muscles after a long hike.
The 12th day of the journey, the penultimate day, we cover the longest distance, 28 kilometers. The goal is to cover a shorter distance tomorrow, the last day of the journey, so that upon entering Santiago de Compostela, we can have a festive lunch, receive our Compostela, and explore the city. This day is special because the pilgrims can already feel their destination approaching. Leaving Caldas de Res, the travelers walk through forests and hilly terrain. Although today's route is not very difficult, it requires endurance and patience.
The penultimate day of the journey is a time when pilgrims reflect on their entire journey. This day is a kind of preparation before the grand finale, so many travelers feel inspired and full of energy. Here you can share your feelings and experiences with other pilgrims and simply be part of the moment.
Today's destination, Real, is a small but cozy village located on the way to Santiago de Compostela. Although this village is not large, it offers a great opportunity to rest and prepare for the last day of the journey. Here you can spend a quiet evening, share your impressions with other travelers, and simply relax before the final march. This place, although small, is a great respite on the penultimate.
The last day of our journey is not only a hike, but also an emotional finish. Leaving Areal, we take our last steps.
This road is full of hope, joy, and excitement because we will soon reach our destination, the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela. Although the hike is not very long, it is particularly memorable because every step reminds us of the wonderful experience and challenges we have overcome.
As they approach the city, pilgrims begin to feel a special atmosphere. The road winds through the suburbs of the town, and along the way, you can see many pilgrims who are also finishing their journey.
This is a great opportunity to feel part of a large community and share your joy with others. The feeling when you see the towers of the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela is indescribable, and your fatigue disappears in an instant.
The Camino de Santiago journey became not only a physical challenge for our family, but also an unforgettable life lesson. Although the road was not easy, with fatigue, pain, and unexpected weather changes, it allowed us to get to know each other better and discover our inner strength.
Every step towards the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela brought us closer not only to our goal, but also to ourselves. We are glad that we completed this long journey together, as it was a wonderful opportunity to feel like a team, share joys and difficulties, and experience a true sense of community.